the puppy who wanted to be a tiger. Once upon a time, in a quiet little town nestled between rolling green hills and sparkling clear lakes, there lived a puppy named Max. Max was not just any puppy. His fur was the color of warm caramel, and his eyes sparkled with endless curiosity. He lived with a loving family and had a cozy bed, delicious treats, and a backyard full of toys. Yet, Max often found himself dreaming of adventures far beyond his little world. Every day, Max would watch the children's cartoons while his family got ready for school and work. His favorite character was always the tiger, bold, powerful, and brave, with dazzling orange stripes and a roar that could shake the tallest trees. Max was fascinated. He'd stare at the screen, watching the tiger leap across rivers, climb towering mountains, and protect the jungle animals with courage and strength. One sunny afternoon, as Max lay on the porch, watching butterflies flutter by, a gentle breeze carried the scent of wildflowers from the nearby woods. Max's best friend, Bella the bunny, hopped over, her white fur shining in the sunlight. "Max, why do you look so thoughtful?" Bella asked, twitching her pink nose. Max sighed. "Bella, do you ever wish you were someone else?" I wish I could be a tiger." Bella's eyes widened. "A tiger? But you're a puppy, Max. Puppies are wonderful." Max wagged his tail. "I know, but tigers are so strong and brave. Everyone admires them. I want to be admired too." Bella thought for a moment. "Well, if you want to be a tiger, maybe you just need to find your stripes." Max's ears perked up. "Stripes? That's it! If I had stripes, maybe I'd feel like a real tiger." And so, with a heart full of excitement, Max set off on his mission to become a tiger. First, Max visited the wise old cat, Whiskers, who lived next door. Whiskers was known for her stories and clever advice. She lounged on the fence, her tail swishing lazily. "Excuse me, Whiskers," Max called. "Do you know how I can get tiger stripes?" Whiskers purred. "Tiger stripes, you say? You could try rolling in the garden where the shadows play. Sometimes, the sun and shade together can paint beautiful patterns on your fur." Max dashed to the garden and rolled in every patch of sunlight and shadow he could find. When he stood up, he looked at his reflection in the bird bath. The sun cast wavy lines on his fur, but as soon as he moved, they disappeared. Max giggled. Maybe that wasn't the way after all. Determined, Max trotted to the art room where the family's little girl, Lucy, loved to paint. Pots of colourful paint stood on a table. Max sniffed the orange and black paints with interest. Maybe, just maybe, he could make his own stripes. With a careful paw, Max dipped into the paint and gently dabbed stripes onto his fur. He felt silly, but when he looked in the mirror, he couldn't help but smile. He pranced around the house, showing off his new look. Lucy laughed with delight when she saw him. "Look, Max is a tiger!" she cheered. For a moment, Max felt proud. He really looked the part. But as the paint dried and got a little itchy, Max realized it wasn't as wonderful as he'd hoped. Later that afternoon, Max joined Bella and their friends at the park. There was Oliver the squirrel, Penny the parrot, and Freddie the frog. Max leapt out from behind a tree, roaring as loud as he could. "Roar! Beware, I am Max the tiger!" His friends giggled. "You look funny, Max," chirped Penny. "But tigers don't wag their tails like that." Oliver scampered closer. "And tigers don't chase their tails either." Max laughed with his friends, but he felt a little sad inside. He had tried so hard, but he still didn't feel like a real tiger. That evening, as the stars began to twinkle in the sky, Max lay in his bed feeling tired and a little blue. His family tucked him in, and Lucy gave him a gentle hug. "You know, Max," whispered Lucy, "I think you'd make a wonderful tiger. But I love you just the way you are, a playful, loving puppy." Max closed his eyes and thought about his day. He remembered the fun he'd had rolling in the garden, painting his stripes and playing with his friends. Maybe being a tiger wasn't really about stripes or a mighty roar. The next morning, Max woke up with a new idea. He bounded outside and found Bella in the clover patch. "Bella, I think I understand now. Tigers are brave and strong, but I can be brave and strong in my own puppy way. Bella smiled. Of course, Max. You were brave when you tried something new. And you're strong when you help your friends or protect them. Max's tail wagged with excitement. I can be a brave puppy. I don't need stripes to show it. That day, Max led his friends on a grand adventure through the backyard. When Freddy the Frog got stuck in the tall grass, Max gently nudged him free. When Penny dropped her favorite feather, Max found it and brought it back. And when Oliver got scared by a loud noise, Max comforted him and made everyone laugh with a silly dance. His friends cheered, "Hooray for Max! You're the bravest puppy we know!" As the sun set and the sky turned pink and gold, Max looked around at his friends. He realized something wonderful. He didn't need to be a tiger to be admired. He just needed to be himself. From that day on, Max never wished to be anyone else. He still watched the tigers on TV with admiration, but he knew he was special in his own way. And sometimes, just for fun, he would paint a stripe or two and let out his very best roar. But deep down, Max was happiest being Max, the puppy who learned that being yourself is the greatest adventure of all. So whenever you feel like you want to be someone else, remember Max and his journey. You are brave, you are strong, and you are special, just the way you are.
And who knows, maybe one day you'll inspire someone else, just like Max inspired his friends to find the courage to be themselves too. The end.